10 streak! This is a great team.
7K dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So yesterday I already made the Kyrielle video, but in the video I was using her on a magic team with Platin, but here I'll be changing it up with a hybrid team with Kyrielle instead, with Kagura as well, so the gear sets is as such. For Kagura's gear, I've been using the block set and I haven't changed it that much, but it's fine for me. For Juri, she's on the effect resistance set because I really want her to have the first turn crowd control immunity so that she can land SOULDEATH properly. For Kyrielle, she's on the effect hit set and with effect probability increase, and then for Colt, she's on the crit set, kind of like a pseudo damage dealer, and then for Kyrielle, he's on the crit set, okay, with pretty high crit damage I would say, but if you want to use the damage dealt set increase, that's also fine. So the idea here is to use Kyrielle's Paralyze first, as I mentioned in my Kyrielle review video. Okay, this you have to make sure you have very high speed, because if you don't have high speed, then there's a chance that this team will fail. So luckily I do land the Paralyze very well. You will see that only Kagura here takes damage because all the other units have damage nullification at the start and Colt does have camouflage. So over here, as you can see, even Colt kind of neutralizes the damage from Kyrielle, and then only Kagura here is the one taking damage. Take note that Kagura here is on the Immortal Ring, so the Immortal Ring actually procs first before her Indomitable procs, so you can actually have a 2-time revive for Kagura. So as mentioned, if you watch the previous Kyrielle video, my second skill will be the SOULDEATH, and then this time I proceed to use Kyle's bottom skill to actually nuke the enemies while they have their SOULDEATH on. So far this has been a very powerful and consistent team, and I hope this can help you guys out if you're having issues with PvP or you are not too sure how you can use Kyrielle properly. I mean, it was really close at this point in time, so I kind of won by a little luck because all the other units died with Kagura alone. So I was actually just trying this team out, but I realized that the win rate was actually pretty high, so I decided to turn on my recorder, and here we go, this video is born. SOULDEATH coming after the Paralyze is actually really good, especially, you know, if you have already nuked some enemies, because Kyrielle does have piercing, so she can pierce through immunities really well and still immobilize enemies. And then Kyrielle coming in with the third skill, with the very hard hitting skill, can instantly kill off enemies very quickly, and also if they have SOULDEATH, then that's it for them. To be honest, my Kagura here is probably just to buff damage output from Kyrielle, and also to give him some heals if she does proc her Indomitable pretty early. Okay, but other than that, as you can see, the team kind of survives very well. Okay, Kyrielle actually, if you give her like a revive ring or an immortal ring, you know, that technically she also has 3 lives, because when proccing her guts, she gets another barrier. That barrier is almost equivalent to her entire HP already, especially at T6. So SOULDEATH here lands on majority of the enemy units. Again, most importantly is landing the SOULDEATH on Kagura, because if Kagura is dead, she wouldn't be able to heal or cleanse the enemy team, and that is very important. I feel that when meeting heroes with damage immunity like Yushin and Vanessa, okay, these are the heroes that I kind of face a little issue with because of the lack of pierce on my team. Or rather, the heroes with pierce probably already used their pierce skills early on, so I have definitely some issue dealing with them. And as you can see here, Kyrielle did use her chain attack, and this, I think this video you will see a lot of instances where her chain attack actually comes in very clutch and instantly kills off 2 enemies on the enemy team. And I think that's pretty huge because, you know, after all, 2 enemies is already 40% of the team gone. So as you can see, SOULDEATH is so powerful. I cannot stress the importance of Juri. Unfortunately, if you don't have Juri, then this team may be a little tough to use because you may end up having a lot of revives to deal with and immortalities. So, you know, it can potentially change the tide of the battle. If you don't have Juri, I would strongly suggest you bring Vanessa, a unit like Vanessa, who not only has, you know, good CC, but also is able to have defense down, land defense down on the enemy team, allowing your units to deal more damage, especially Kyrielle and Kyrielle. So that's a very good alternative to have. I think the main difference here that is made is that because I was using Platin, his speed is naturally lower. So against the current meta where speed is everything, Platin may not be the best option here. So having Kyle and Kagura back with them having speed gear is definitely helping my case a lot. Unfortunately, Kyrielle landed the hit on Kagura, otherwise I think she potentially could have killed someone else. So in this match, I did manage to neutralize the enemy's Kyle and Kyrielle. All I'm hoping now is to land the SOULDEATH on Kagura, because if I don't, she's gonna cleanse the Kyle and that's not gonna be good. So here I did manage to land the SOULDEATH on Kagura, and then here with Kyle, he's gonna kill her for sure. Still keeping the SOULDEATH on enemy Kyle. Here my Kyrielle double shots Kyrielle, and I didn't see who's the second unit, but that definitely did not kill anything. 4 units died while having SOULDEATH. That is so good. But we have Rosie. I'm trying to get rid of her before she revives anyone. But I still have 5 members on my team intact, so even her immortality isn't gonna help her, and thankfully the AI is smart. Kyle actually used buff removal. So here the enemy actually goes first, which means there could be a problem. Okay, definitely there'll be a risk, but luckily I did not get put to sleep at all because my Kyrielle is having crowd control immunity, my Juri as well, so I can use my first 2 skills with 100% guaranteed chance. Thankfully I paralyzed the whole lot of them, and then I managed to kill off with Kyle. So yes, this is the power of the team. I think one very important team player I haven't mentioned is Colt. I think the whole reason why I can land my debuff so well is that it's because of Colt buffing effect hit rate by a very high percentage. Yeah, she is quite underrated, to be honest. I mean underrated in the sense that I don't talk about her, not that she's not in PvP. She is definitely in many teams in PvP, but yeah, compared to, I mean, the showcase mainly focuses on Kyrielle and Kyle, but Colt is definitely a very important unit to have here as well. So I hope this short showcase helped and showed you a new PvP team if you haven't realized Kyrielle's potential. If you found this video helpful, do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much and see you!